Councillor James Evans and I'm the portfolio holder in Powys County Council for corporate governance, housing and public protection. The public protection element is all the regulatory services, so I'm here looking at the Trading Standards Conference. I've been invited along by CTSI to come and just so everyone can explain the work, what the professionals do here, so I can get a greater understanding when I'm back in Powys. I think the main challenges we face is always around funding, making sure the service is adequately funded going forward. We've had reduced budget cuts from the Welsh Government and from the UK Government, but it's making sure we actually protect consumers, and that's something that we want to be an events county in Powys, so we need to make sure that those events are safe for people to come to and make sure we keep our very good name as being one of the premium event counties in the whole of Wales. And I think what's very underestimated is, like I said, the wider work what trading standards do, and I try and say that when I'm at cabinet meetings. If you look at adult social care, for example, if one older person is scammed, they then become heavily reliant on adult services. So I think it's always quite very naive of people to say keep cutting the regulatory services without having a wider understanding of the great role they play in preventative measures from people of going into care. And I think if more of that was understood, I think we could redistribute money more effectively to support wider services. I think when you come in, what we want to take away is just a wider understanding, greater learning opportunities. So when I go back and can argue the case for trading standards, not just in Powys, but probably nationally as well, I take a great interest in the work trading standards do, like I said, just protecting consumers, and that's, I think, is the role of elected officials, is making sure the public are kept safe, and that's some great work the trading standards officers do up and down the country to protect the vulnerable people and just normal people in our society as well. And that's what I get out of these conferences, and when I go back to Powys and when I go back to Wales, I'll be fighting tooth and nail to ensure that funding is continued to trading standard services.